everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today I'll be taking a look at issues 6 and 7 of Told to Tell, which is an anthology comic put together by Matthew Mackman. These are very limited runs of like 150, I think, or less, and really cool books. This one here, number 6, is strange. I don't know what to call it because I can't speak, can't read Russian, so I don't know what that says. This is something that I think Matthew put together as a puzzle. I know in communicating with him, this one had like a solvable puzzle in it. I didn't have the time to go do it. Got some really interesting art in it. Some of it's a little bit more wild and pornographic, but I think if you can translate the Russian, there's some message in here. So this one I don't have much to say about because I can't access it. But it's an interesting idea. I just have to spend more time to solve the puzzle. This one, Told to Tell number 7, this is much more in line with the typical Told to Tell anthologies. Matthew gets really great artists. Me and Sean have the privilege of being in it, and we were in an issue with some artists that I'm really excited about. And then our buddy Brandon Graham, part of the Living the Line family, did the cover for this one, as you can see, and he has a cartoon inside as well, along with a number of other artists that I find very exciting. So we'll just go ahead and show you a little sneak peek of each of the artists. All throughout the issue, you have these Chuck Baldock illustrations here that are of famous people, along with a quote from them. So this is obviously a drawing of Alan Moore with some good advice about being a creative. Also split up throughout the issue is Jared Cody Wolf's comic, The Little Shit. This comes in 4 installments throughout the book and is kind of a fun, rebellious little kid story about he was a little shit. The adventures of little shit will continue until they die. And he's basically a super wealthy kid who's just running around being a shit. Then we got an artist that I've got a couple other things from and am always really excited about. Sampler Man. Sampler Man takes just everything is sampled from old comics and recombined, recollaged, digitally collaged into these totally trippy pieces that he does. Every time I've seen Sampler Man stuff, I'm really excited about it. Totally love it. Very bizarre. Have no idea what any of it's about, but it always looks super cool. I had not heard of Sharon Lee, but Sharon Lee does this really intense story here. I don't want to show the rest of it because the images are so cool and wild. I don't want to spoil it. This is one of the tamer images, but some really cool compositions throughout and some really grotesque stuff with this eye kind of popping out here. So immediately went and followed Sharon on Instagram. Super excited about that. Here's another one of the pieces by Chuck Baldock. And then you get Brandon's comic here, which I am going to spoil a little bit because I love Brandon and I also love what he did with this comic. So this is a comic about comics. This is, a Royal Salon comic about comics by Brandon Graham and his girlfriend Casey Jones co-wrote this, and Brandon drew it. And this is a world in which like actual cartoon characters come together and interact. So you have Mr. Quits here coming in. He's referring to the Katzenjammers. And then we have a character, Tommy, who's a character from a web comic, a porno web comic. I don't know if that's a real cartoon or if Brandon invented that. And then they go to a party here, and you see there's all kinds of actual characters in here. You have Goku, you have Corto Maltese, you have Joseph Linzer's Dawn. Was his name Joseph Michael Linzer? Yeah, you have the carrot guy back there. I'm blanking on all these names. This is Peter Badge's character. I'm not sure who some of these other ones are. This looks like ElfQuest. That's Jim Woodring's character. This is Death here from Sandman. And you got Batman. And there's a lot of really fun dialogue in here. Like they're saying, let's see, those guys are the Long Box crew. They don't get as much attention as some, but I find them the most fun and interesting. Back here you have Bone, it looks like, with Thorn. And then saying, oh no, this is the Mr. Quits character. Yeah, he's up in the window with the porno character. and then saying over there is the diamond who runs this party, so that's obviously the distribution. And it's just kind of like that. They're going on like, oh, Luna and Penguin are in here now. So it's comic that's like kind of poking fun at comics, some real funny jokes about the death character and the superhero characters in there. I don't want to spoil the whole thing, but a nice little 3-page piece that's really cute and fun and playful, and pure Brandon Graham. Also, we get a piece by an artist that I've been really excited about since I got Disco. What was that called? No, it's not Disco Volante. That's the album. Anyway, Garish. I'm blanking on the title of his book, but Garish is an artist I really like, and really like Garish's color work. So to see some more color work by Garish, this is a short story about people being on a sea. This page is more abstract, but it's showing the weather and stuff. So Garish has some really cool stuff in here. Really looking forward to seeing more from Garish. And then this is an artist I hadn't heard of named Joshua of Grand Rapids, but telling a nice little spooky story about like the stick outside his window and the monster he thought it was. Then in the back you get everyone's Instagram and contact, and then you see the previous issues of Told to Tell, most of which are out of print. This one here is a print run of 200, so I would definitely go grab yourself one. Right here you have like the contact 3T publisher at Gmail or at Told to Tell. And really, you can just hit up Matthew at Told to Tell on Instagram in his DMs and just send him like PayPal or Venmo, and he'll send you one of these issues. So super limited. Obviously, most of the previous ones have sold out. Some really great artists in here, from Brandon Graham, the Garish, Sampler Man, a wide range of where people are at in their careers, which is really awesome that all kind of collided together. And if you have not got, well, actually it's already sold out. Never mind, you can't get it. There's no more Told to Tell 5, which is what Sean and I were in with Banu Pratap and Everett Glenn and some other really awesome people. So before this sells out, go grab yourself a copy of Lucky Number 7.
Make sure to like, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell.